honest. What is there that John Cena has not accomplished in his career? Winning a King of the Ring tournament or winning the Intercontinental title? He needs neither. The King of the Ring tournament or the Intercontinental title could be used to promote a new talent against a wrestler like they've done for Wade Barrett and Sheamus in the past. Just some prime examples of superstars who needed King of the Ring titles or Intercontinental titles. John Cena does not need that. He didn't even need the United States title, which they gave him a number of years ago and gave him a chance to really have a run with that to promote new talent against wrestlers. Again, he was U.S. champion, but again, they went back to running with the whole idea of John Cena pushing names like Bo Dallas and Sami Zayn and Dean Ambrose and Stardust, for instance, in the U.S. Championship Open. It really provided an opportunity for WWE to really run full throttle with promoting the new talent initiative, so I really appreciated what they did there. And if John Cena were to become a 16-time champion, regardless of how long his reign would last, which is questionable, I would hope that they would promote the new talent initiative in the 16th title reign of John Cena, and when he went to lose, that championship goes to cough it up. Hopefully he will cough it up to somebody in the way of a Daniel Bryan, and they will really run full throttle with once again promoting the new talent initiative. So when he drops the title, goes to cough it up, hopefully he'll cough it up to that of an AJ Styles or Samoa Joe, or someone who is in desperate need of a push and has a desperate desire of having to be created for WWE. Because if you're having all these legends contemplating retirement or going through with their retirement in the way of Sting recently confirming his retirement on Legends with JBL on the network, you've really got to start creating stars of the future, and you've really got to start creating stars of the future really quick, because you can't always rely on the Triple H's and the Undertakers to come in once or twice a year and give you these 5-star matches at events like WrestleMania, which is your biggest event every year. You might as well use your biggest event every year to create a superstar in the way of a Daniel Bryan. And I know not everybody is going to be a Daniel Bryan, but hopefully that's what they'll do with this 16th title reign, which I'm hoping Ric Flair will support WWE in pushing John Cena as the 16-time champion, the man, to tie the record of Ric Flair. Should he go as far as to beat the record of Ric Flair with an additional 17th title reign? I don't think John Cena nor anybody should go that far, because it's a real slap in the face of someone like Ric Flair, who worked years to establish that goal. Yeah, he may have had to lose that title 15, 16 times to get to that record of 16 titles, but he had a legendary career, having won over 16 world championships. Nobody has ever done it before, and nobody will ever do it again, in my opinion. Somebody might tie the record of Ric Flair, even if it isn't John Cena, but nobody will ever surpass it. I've been a really big fan of Ric Flair for years, and that's why I'm a huge supporter of Ric Flair being the greatest wrestler of all time and the 16-time champion that he is. So, it could go either way. Cena may win, he may not win, but I think the diversity is really what's got a lot of people's attention, and the attention of the wrestling promotions out there. Everybody talking about the 16-time champion, who's going to tie the record, or who's going to go as far as to surpass the record of Ric Flair. It's a really interesting conversation, which if you have not been caught up on, I would advise you to get in on the conversation on sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because the conversation really is at an all-time high and really blows my mind more times than I've ever given it credit for. Now, you can read my column with my thoughts of John Cena becoming a 16-time champion in it, or in this corner with Jonathan Clarke, on my website. You can give me your thoughts on that, on Facebook at HEW Entertainment, and on Twitter at Jonathan Clarke 1, and on Google Plus also at HEW Entertainment, the same as my Facebook page. I would really appreciate your thoughts on this, because at the end of the day, at the end of every show, every video blog that I throw up on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, on my Twitter, on my Google Plus, at HEW Entertainment, at the end of every show, your opinion is what matters, and that's what I'm looking for here, is your opinion and your thought, your initial reaction, if you would, on John Cena becoming a 16-time champion. Are you for it, or are you not so much for it? And would you rather be seeing someone like AJ Styles being the name and the face that runs the place? WWE, of course, referring to him as the name and the face that runs the place. Do you really buy into that? Are you someone who supports someone like an AJ Styles or an upcoming superstar like Bo Dallas or American Alpha, who deserve opportunities at titles like the WWE World Championship and, of course, the tag team titles on both Raw and SmackDown? Are you more for people like the New Day having an over 400-day reign as champions? They are somewhat the new CM Punks, if you would, in WWE. Or are you more for the Charlottes, who are dominating the Raw Women's Division? Or are you more for the Becky Lynches, of course, an upcoming woman in the Women's Division for SmackDown, as SmackDown Live's inaugural Women's Champion? I think that this is a really interesting conversation, and it is one that you should be in on, so you should join the conversation around social media happening on sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever, and let your voice be heard when it comes to stories like the 16-time champion. Who's going to do it? Even if it isn't John Cena, who would you like to see do it? Or do you think it should be a record that should be left unblemished and untarnished? Get in on the conversation on Facebook.com/EGW Entertainment, on Twitter at Twitter.com/JonathanClarke1, on YouTube at YouTube.com/JonathanClarke22, and tell me what your initial reaction and or thoughts are. I would really appreciate those. I will leave it at that. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke. Thank you for spending some time of your Monday evening with me. It's greatly appreciated, and I will talk to you again very soon. So long for now.
Like what you hear? Tell us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Damn, who knew? All the planes we flew, good things we've been through, that I'll be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way, from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling strong, and what's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken, the love will never get lost. And when brotherhood come first, then the line will never be crossed. Established it on our own when that line had to be drawn, and that line is what we reach, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side, and now you gon' be with me for the last ride.
So let the light guide your way, yeah. Hold every memory as you go, and every road you take will always lead you home. Oh, it's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again.
Don't go anywhere. HEW Entertainment Radio will return with the latest news, music, interviews, discussion, and Jonathan Clarke next.
When something takes place in the world of professional wrestling, you know where to go. WrestleZone.com. WrestleZone.com. Covering all the latest breaking news daily. Interactive forums where you can chat with thousands of other wrestling fans. Exclusive editorials and audio features by some of today's top wrestling superstars. Exclusive video content, weekly polls, live play-by-play coverage of every WWE and TNA pay-per-view. And now, featuring WrestleZone Radio, live with news, in-depth discussions, debates, and interviews with wrestling's top stars, past and present. When you think wrestling, think WrestleZone. WrestleZone.com.
He considers himself God's gift to wrestling, and millions of his faithful agree. With nearly 4 hours of footage and exclusive commentary and matches, this DVD chronicles Daniels' rise from Chicago's Windy City Wrestling to the Asylum in Nashville, and finally to the top of TNA. TNA Home Video presents Heaven Sent, Hell Bound, the best of Christopher Daniels. Available at most retailers and TNAWrestling.com.
Hey, you right there, the one listening to this show. While you're tuning into this broadcast or when you read the news on WrestleZone.com, are you forming opinions of it all? Or do you just agree with everything you see and hear? If you actually have some sort of afterthought, which, by the way, is normal, we want to know what it is. There are thousands of wrestling fans just like you that simply can't hold their thoughts in either, and they let it all out in our interactive forums. You have a voice, so use it. Simply visit forums.WrestleZone.com. Don't just be active, be reactive in the official WrestleZone.com forums. For all the latest in mixed martial arts, be sure to visit WrestleZone's sister site, SureDog.com. Complete with daily news, exclusive video, interviews, live radio broadcast, interactive forums, and the very popular Fight Finder with bios and complete match-by-match histories of your favorite fighters. SureDog is the only place you need when it comes to mixed martial arts. Visit SureDog.com today.
Hi, my name is Adam Nudelman, but I play the Phantom on the radio. I'm here to remind you that, screw that, my book, Mysteries of Wrestling Solved, is available at finer bookstores everywhere. That stupid fake voice, I hate it.